I'm sure kahit tayo, di ba? Lahat siguro tayo may Netflix na, di ba? So, Netflix and Amazon has been creating a really disruption in terms of the landscape. Disruption in the sense that it's changing the ways people consume films. But ang ginagawa po ng FDCP in terms of supporting our filmmakers, we are opening them up to the idea or to the concept that films cannot just be consumed they don't just have to look at cinemas pag magpapalabas or gagawa sila ng pelikula. Ngayon, content is content, regardless kung saan platform. So that is what we have been doing in the last 3 years, creating this avenue for them. Kaya, nagtataka po kayo bakit po ako salita ng salita about global, about international markets, because that's really what's happening all over the world. That's why people are looking beyond the Philippines, beyond their countries, because domestically or dito sa Pilipinas, hindi talaga lang dito dito tayo dapat tumingin kung paano natin may exploit yung revenue streams ng pelikula natin. Now, in terms of our audience, I think what we need to do is to work together as all stakeholders like NCAP, producers, FDCP, talking on how we can come up with a collective solution, lowering prices, creating a promo, creating events, event-driven activities so that we can drive everyone to the cinemas. How can we talk and improve the quality of the films? Kasi ang nangyayari po ngayon, pababa po ang budget ng mga pelikula. Imbis na tinataas natin yung kalidad, dahil lahat ng kalaban natin na foreign, ang tataas ng budget at ang tataas ng quality, pababa po ang quality ng pelikula, pababa po ang budget ng mga pelikula natin, which I know iba pa yung sinasabi mo lang, pero yun po talaga yung nangyayari, na a lot of it's an open market. Films are being imported in the country and they have their own standards, and ikaw bilang consumer, hindi mo naman talaga sasabihin manonood ako ng Filipino film kahit mababa yung quality kasi I'm patriotic. Hindi tayo ganun, di ba? Pera mo to eh. So, panonoorin mo kung anong gusto mong panoorin. So, syempre, nakakalungkot man, pero ang stigma pagdating sa Filipino films, hindi maganda yung quality. So, dapat po, yun ang una natin tinitignan. Paano itataas yung quality ng pelikula natin? Kasi ang kalaban nyo, hindi lang po Filipino films, ang kalaban natin Hollywood eh. So, hindi po tayo pwedeng magsabing, hindi, kailangan panoorin yung pelikula ko kasi maganda. Hindi, ang kalaban mo, 100 million yung budget. Diba? So, how can you at least come up with something that can at least be comparable to your competitor? May mga nagsasabi na, hindi pwede, talagang ganito pag Filipino films. Well, this is an open market. The cinemas is an open platform. Unless we come up with protectionist policies of not allowing them to show, that's the only way that we can have control. But, gusto ba natin na magkaroon ng ganong klaseng sistema? Na hindi natin hahayaan na magkaroon ng mga Hollywood films na pumasok sa bansa. So may mga ganong, I think we have to really look into our own ways of making films. Gusto natin kumita pero hindi naman din tayo nag-promote. Diba? I mean, even if your film is excellent, if the audience doesn't know about it, how can they watch your film? And right now, you know, it's always a challenge for us, diba? How can we, ang ibang bansa, ang marketing ng pelikula nila is 1/3 of their budget. Kung ang budget mo 100 million, 40 million doon, another 40 million for marketing promotion. I know that hindi siya kayang gawin dito sa atin kasi hindi tayo ganon. Pero paano tayo gagawa ng paraan para hindi natin ma-reinvent yung wheel eh. Tapos sasabihin natin na mag-work siya kasi sa Pilipinas siya. Diba? I mean, your biggest film right now, The House of Us, is a Star Cinema film that has the machinery to get to that wide of an audience. So for an independent production, we can't operate like an independent production. Kung gusto mong kumita din, katulad ng kinikita ng Star Cinema, behave like how a studio would work. I mean, for me, this is a mindset that we have to. I mean, you want to work like that. You have to you have to understand the trends. Hindi na yung gagawa ka ng magandang film and everything else. No, there is a business to it. There is a science to it. There is a method to it. There are ways to lower the risk whenever you produce a movie. So, I mean, I don't...
Lisa, who gave these people the idea that they can make movies in one week? And then ask something like what this man is asking. Hindi sila kumikita. Do you know that movies are made years and years in Hollywood before they're even released worldwide?
Yes.
Samantalang dito, sasabihin mo, nakagawa ko ng movie 14 days. And then pag hindi pinanood, nagreklamo na hindi pinapanood. How dare you say that?
Amen!
Hindi ako, nililay ko lang yung sinabi ng director at saka producer. Hindi kasi mati. Kaya sabi ko, kung ano yung take niya doon. Kinakawin mo ako. Hindi. Aray mo.
He's right. Diba? Kumbaga, you're talking to, parang it's so easy for us to lambast this Hollywood films, but these Hollywood films are made for millions, and the thought and the process, the promotion, everything that goes with it, dapat lang na kumita sila dahil napakalaki ng investment nila para makarating doon sa numbers na yon. Tayo, ano bang investment natin in terms, aside from production budget? And I understand it's hard enough to have that production budget. But maybe it's not, this is the time that we we have to understand, hindi talaga madaling gumawa ng pelikula.
Kasi para sa kanya, it's alarming kasi kung magpapatuloy din ng trend, magsasara mga film outfits, walang mga trabaho, yung mga nag-rely sa industry na yan. Tapos what you think should be done? Ay, anong may tutulong ng FDCP doon?
Wala ka ng press.
Bruha.
Napakarami, okay. Isa sa mga nakita ng FDCP or ako mismo personally na ginagawa ng mga natin, and this is, oh my God, this is, ito na po, sige, lalabas ko na yung mga nakikita ko pong pagkukulang. Laging ang paraan natin, wide release. The relevance of a film or the success of a film is dependent if how many cinemas makuha niya. O maka 100 cinemas ako, successful ako, kahit walang nanood sa 100 cinemas na yon. In other countries, there are such things as narrow releases. A film like Passion of the Christ with Mel Gibson started with a limited screening because they know they have a limited audience. Now, they test the audience. Doon sa audience na yon, nanonood, lumalaki ng lumalaki. Because alam nila, one, it's a specialized film for a niche market. Second, wala silang ganun kalaking budget. Malaking budget nila, pero alam nila na hindi to pangmasa na audience, na pelikula. So they do these strategies in order for them to assure na hindi sila basta lang, boom, eto. Tayo kasi isa lang talaga yung paraan natin eh. Makikipag-usap sa sinehan, pinakamaraming sinehan, pagtaas ng 80 screens, first day, last day ka. But what if, ang susunod, ang other distribution strategy natin ay, let's talk to the cinemas, let's identify particular cinemas that will be available for a longer time of run length ng film, like 1 week. And have these films show there first. Para si filmmaker, hindi niya iisipin, paano ako mapopromote sa 100 sinehan? Paano ako mapopromote sa 15 cinemas muna? Na nasa Mandaluyong, nasa Pasig. I mean, let's create a habit for our audience to watch these films. And then kung mag-work, ay, ang ganda pala. Pwedeng pick upin ng mas maraming sinehan. Parang, I'm not saying this is the perfect strategy, solution, pero I think we should look for other ways. Kasi, yun na nakikita ko para ang nangyayari sa atin, tatawag sa akin, 40 cinemas lang kami. Pero yung pelikula naman, talaga namang parang hindi siya pang 100 cinemas, di ba? So parang, we have to be realistic. This is, once you start doing commercial distribution, this is business. And in the business, there are strategies and ways to minimize the risk. Understand how you're going to promote and come up with a budget that can, we have, hindi naman po sa pinapromote, but we have Cine Lokal. Pero bakit po nagpe-fail ang Cine Lokal? Once na binigay na po sa amin yung pelikula, kami na po yung pinagpo-promote. Kahit nga po distribution, kami po yung nagdi-distribute sa lahat. But that is an assured 7 days. Pero dahil, 7 days naman akong nandun kahit hindi ako mag-promote, hindi matatanggal yung pelikula ko. This is us, and this is true. I have data, this is personal experience. And I think right now, I'm being honest with you because as much as I want to be idealistic about things, this is what FDCP is facing when it comes to the industry. From our filmmakers to our producers. And this is not to hindi po ako galit or ganun. Sinasabi ko lang po, ito po yung sitwasyon. So paano po tayo gagawa ng solusyon sa mga ganitong sitwasyon? May Cine Lokal, binigyan kayo, 8 sinihan. Easily, you can make 2 million in a day. In those cinemas, do the math. But, once the film, hindi ko po sinasabing lahat ng pelikula, pero may iba pong pelikula, once the film is with us, bahala na si Batman kung sinong makapanood. Tapos nagagalit kasi ngayon may scheme kami na 5,000, mayroong 5,000 quota. You know how much 5,000 is? It's 30 people. In a 400-seater cinema and 4 screenings, 30 people lang ang kailangan manood para hindi matanggal yung sine mo. Pero, wala pa rin pong gumagawa ng paraan para mag-promote. Diba po? So, it's really sad because the Cine Lokal is being, failed Cine Lokal. The failure of Cine Lokal is not because there is no platform or because we cannot bring the audience, but because we're not all working together to make this platform effective. Binigay po ito ng SM sa amin, 1 linggo. Wala silang tanong-tanong, hindi ka dadaan ng NCAP booking committee. Lalapit ka lang sa FDCP, kami pa nag-distribute, nag-i-ingest. Binuo ko po yung Cine Lokal committee ko, lahat, promotions, lahat. Kami po ang nagpapapress ko. Pero ang mga producers po natin, hindi po lahat. Hindi naman po, dito, i-bash. Pero, yung gusto ko po sabihin ngayon is, gusto po natin ng solusyon. I-identify po natin yung problema at i-accept po natin na problema siya. At hindi lang po siya problema ng gobyerno, pero problema rin po siya ng mga mismo gumagawa ng pelikula. Diba po? So, kumbaga, we all have to work together on how to create solutions. It's not just the cinema's problem. Because the cinema is responding to the lack of audience. And because as a business, ito po, hindi ko po sila pinagtatanggol. Pero I have data with me. Cinema admission, the audience admissions or natin is down to 14%. So imagine po sa isang buong taon, we only have 52 million admissions in all the films that were shown. Meaning, sa 110 million Filipinos na pwedeng manood ng pelikula all the time, 52 million po isang buong taon na natin. Para lang po magkaroon kayo ng comparative, South Korea, has 200 million admissions for a 55 million population. They have earned 96 billion last year. Because every Korean watches 4 films a year. So kumbaga, my point is, it cannot just be solely the fault of one entity. Kung hindi ka rin nag-promote, bakit ka nagagalit sa sinihan? na natanggal ka. I mean, I don't like the first day, last day. And we're working towards a way on how we can improve this first day, last day. Open on a Friday. That's actually something that's very, very realistic, grounded. Let's open on a Friday. Kasi magtatanggal din naman tayo ng sine. Eh di, pakitain mo na ng isang buong araw talaga, di ba? So, I mean, we can talk to them about this. Pero hindi rin pwede na hindi ka naman nag-promote, yung pelikula mo hindi naman pang commercial, pero galit na galit ka kasi wala nanood. Eh, audience yung nagdidikta kung ano panonoorin nila, di ba? Pera nila yun. Di ba? Sorry.